well. And then, another project that people have heard about, but we'll start to hear about more because it's actually going to be breaking ground soon, is the South Gondola parking structure. And really, I mean, this is a historic thing for the town of Breckenridge.
Well, certainly it feels historic because it's probably feels how long we've been working on it.
Yes, that's true. Maybe that's why it feels historic.
As many years as I've been coming and doing Breck Buzz, and we've always had something about parking and talking about a parking garage, and this dates back many years to us saying we need more parking in town, and getting working with the ski area, and we almost did it by the Riverwalk Center, but we just never felt great about that location, even though we started to do a design, and several of the council really just felt very strongly that the parking structure needed to be next to the gondola. But the challenge was we didn't own those parking lots.
Right.
And so 2019 was a great year. I mean, we were able to sit down over several months and work through an agreement with the ski area and create a long-term lease agreement. So for up to 70 years, we have the ability to have this parking structure located on the South Gondola parking lot. It's going to add 400 additional parking spaces. We're working very closely with the Colorado Department of Transportation for the ingress, egress, which comes off of State, Park Avenue, which is a state highway there. We'll have a different way of entering that lot, which will be good, especially for vehicles coming out of the south and headed northbound along there.
Right.
But it's going to be, the designs are pretty much done. We're in kind of the final stages of design, and we'll be bringing our construction numbers to the council in January, this month actually. And we're set to break ground on it the first week in May. And it will be about an 18-month build. So it will be done by November 1st of 2021.
And so what can people kind of expect the impacts to be in that time period?
Well, they can expect it to be a bit of a mess, which is unfortunate, but no pain, no gain, as they like to say.
Yeah.
We are going to lose a significant reservoir parking. I mean, the dirt parking lot holds 550 cars, and that's 550 cars that is going away for an 18-month period. There won't be any part of that parking lot open. And so we are going to be working closely with the ski area, and we are going to have to work a little harder at probably moving more people from our satellite parking lot up north into town, certainly the guests that come here to ski, because there will be less of a parking reservoir in the core of town. So that'll be, we'll lose one full winter season.
Right.
That will be a challenge, but it's something that we're working on. And we'll lose it for 2 summers.
Right.
We're going to lose it for this summer and the following summer, and that's a big parking reservoir in the summer also.
Popular in the summer, yeah.
When you look at times like 4th of July, and we have all the people, it's going to be more challenging, and we'll have to have more busing and shuttles open. But it will pay off and be worth it for us at the end. It's going to be a beautiful facility, and we'll be kind of redoing the river, and we'll have a heated pathway running along the eastern edge of that parking lot,
really draw people into town.
Leading people right either to the gondola or leading them right into the downtown area. So this is something that people will park there once, and they'll be able to ski, and then we'll have a well-lit pathway bringing them right into downtown at the end of their ski day.
Yeah, and I think this really ties into sort of our larger plan and mentality when it comes to traffic demand management. And, we're really trying to get cars off the road. And kind of how can, I think it is also, how can we be creative when we lose this parking to encourage green commutes and to encourage carpooling and to continue to encourage guests and visitors that they don't need a car when they come to Breckenridge, and they can take the bus and everything. So, this really does tie a lot more into our larger plan of how we manage traffic in town.
It is, and it's a balance because, you certainly can't build your way out of the traffic problem.
Right.
You know, while we are adding 400 new spaces, it's not, 400 is not a lot when you think about it. What this will do for us, though, is it will actually decrease congestion because we'll decrease some of the circling that goes on now. People will have more parking availability. When there's kind of an iconic structure in the center of town, they know to just go there,
Right.
and the chances are they'll be able to find a parking space versus, you know, driving around in circles looking for available parking.
To all the smaller
that
lots and-
really adds up to a lot of additional miles,
Exactly.
the circling. So, you know, this is something that we're doing. We've committed to this, but at the same time, we're very committed to more boots and bikes and less cars.
Yeah,
And, you know, how
exactly.
do we get people out of cars, and how do we get them to park their car and don't drive once they get here, and all of that. And so that's going to continue to be a huge effort as we go into 2020.